everybody. Troy from Michigan Prospectors. Today we're in Alpena. We happen to be here shopping and we decided to stop at our favorite fossil area where everything is a fossil. There's the original bedrock, and that's actually limestone filled and loaded with fossils. It's all fossils. Everything is fossils. Look here. There's crinoid stems clearly visible here. Oh, there's a unique little thing. I don't have waterproof gloves. I got water boots this time. That is really... I like the contrast in colors there. My first interesting find. So, since it's really cold and really early, we have a better chance of finding fossils that nobody else has discovered yet. And maybe we'll find something cool. We'll see. I am in the water, looking through the bedrock for anything unique. And I gotta say, the high sea boots that I have, I'm not advertising right now, I'm just wearing them, but I'll tell you what, I'm in cold water. That's snow and ice. And I'm not feeling it. I am impressed. That's the ones I reviewed a while back. I'll put the link down below. They want to float though, because they're really holding the air. They feel light and bubbly and want to float. Anyway, we're looking for some fossils. We should be able to get out here and get things that nobody's ever got because the water's receded way down. And I can get right out in here where nobody's been, which is really good. There's something unique. I can't tell. But now I'm getting picky and looking for things that I don't have and good fossil specimens. Look what Melanie found. That is the best I have ever, biggest I've ever seen. That's huge. One. Look at that. There's a, what'd you say? There's a little crack there, but that's nothing. That is the best specimen I've ever seen.
Yeah, it looks like just a walnut.
Yeah,
right?
It looks like a nut. Our little 5-year-old Michelle found all 3 of these herself. That is incredible. Those are crinoid heads. I know there's a proper term for them, and each one has a different name. They're not the best specimens in the world, but it's really a cool find. Look at that. Good job, Michelle. Look what Melanie just, that's a really nice specimen. That's a nice specimen. Let's turn it around. That's a beautiful one. That's a keeper. That's going on our shelf. That's beautiful.
So pretty.
That is really beautiful. Let me show the, look at the, it's all there.
Yes.
Wow. This thing, I take it everywhere. You can tell it gets used. I like it for around here. Actually, I lean on it a lot. I use it as a walking stick looking for fossils. There, oh, look at that. See? Perfect example. Oh, look at that. Pretty cool looking one right there. That's nice. Well, guys, back at the homestead, I'd like to show you some of our top specimens. This is the, that's the first one I think Melanie found. Yeah, that was the one I found. She found this big one first, and then I found this one, and I can't remember. I think I found this one. Yeah, that's a really nice one. Very well defined. And if I want to say that was her blastoids, if I remember right. And we got a mess of crinoids, and I brought a dish of water with me. It brings out the detail. But you can see the limestone has been eroded. You can see the raised detail of that. That one's a beautiful specimen. This one is my favorite of all. Melanie found this, and it looks just like a flower. It just is incredible. I think that the glancing light, or the what do you call it, reflecting light is not doing it well. Let me wipe it a bit. Because this one is just amazing detail like a flower. It's incredible. Really pretty, that one. It's amazing what is in nature. Of course, they are called water lilies. And there's another pretty decent one.
So shows some detail with some attached fossils. This actually looks exactly like, I want to say, a petunia. Let me wet that and then wipe it off of my shirt. Get the excess water off that. That is not petunia. What am I trying to... you can look at it and tell me. It looks just like a flower that you can buy in springtime. Look at the details of the flower petals. That's just incredible, this one. I love it. It is just so amazing. The detail in that thing. Of course, the bottom is just bland. Well, that's one of my favorites. And here's another one. Not so much detail. But then I've got here some kind of a little water creature. And I don't know what this could be. I'm going to have to look at this one closer. There's... If anybody knows what this is, it almost looks like a shrimp. There's the tail, and there's a couple little like feelers or whatever off the back of the tail. And then the top of the body is twisted, and there's the head. See that? I don't know what that is, guys. If you know what that is, tell me. That is really cool and a rare find out here. That's unique. And then, this was just pretty. It looks like a flower of some kind. That's a coral. But look at the patterns in there, all the swirls. And again, the limestone erodes away, leaving the calcite behind. And just leaves a beautiful deposit. There's some other mollusks in here. I think you can still call them mollusks from back then. Shelled creatures. And then, I might have to, well, I think I can pick this up. We've got Melanie's favorite. This is a bigger of the same thing. We found it to be pretty. Very, just all the layers. Look at the depth of that thing. Just really neat. Now here's another coral. I know all the names of these, but as soon as I turn on the camera, my brain shuts down. This is a very well preserved one. All the tubes are going through. Look at that. It's very well preserved. You don't find them like this at this size. Normally you'll find a chunk with like a little bit of the white with the dark contrast. So this is a pretty unique specimen that we just decided to keep. So these are all, most of these are going to be added right here. These especially are incredibly rare. Really amazing, incredibly rare find. These are absolutely special. Most of these are going on our display. I have to find a way to bring out the contrast in that better, because that is beautiful. But a lot of these are going on our shelf. And please do let me know if you know what that is. If you can see the detail in that. I might put a photo. And, not so spectacular, but a antique nail I happen to find. Possibly from a shipwreck, who knows, but it's definitely, that's a square head, probably hand forged, antique nail. Pretty cool. Alright guys, well, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't, got some more cool stuff to come. Talk to you all later.